do we actually want the things we want because we want them? Or is it because society or whatever thing, social media, is pushing it to us as the thing that is going to prove that we're successful? I have always asked myself, what is the meaning of life really? Because we're working so hard, we're studying so hard, we're amassing so much wealth, we're trying our best to just achieve every single thing that is important or that has basically been cut out to show that that is what success looks like. And I was just thinking about stuff like expensive cars, big houses that literally have no personality. I'm talking about expensive wristwatches that literally cost like millions of dollars. And I am not against ambition. I want to put that out very clearly. I am not against ambition. But it's something else entirely when everybody starts pushing a certain aesthetic that, in my view, I think is actually being pushed to us. Because I don't really think in 1990, for example, that the dream for everybody was getting themselves a house in Beverly Hills. I don't think the dream for everybody was getting themselves a Rolls Royce or a G Wagon. I don't think so. Okay, I don't know if they existed at that point in time. What if all you want is actually just a happy little family in a cozy house, just a nice Toyota car that actually works and that has enough room for you and your family, just enough money in your bank account to live a life where you're able to go out, like sometimes to be able to buy food for your family, buy good clothes for your family, afford all the things that a human should. But I feel like right now we're being pushed a sort of life where you're supposed to be going on vacation every so often. You're supposed to have a very, very expensive product. You're supposed to have the latest phone, the latest iPad, the latest laptop. And a word that has actually been popping in my head a lot lately is the word consumerism. Because sometimes I look at influencers and the things that they keep showing us over and over online, and I just think, wait, do you actually need that? You have like 7 products for your face, you have like 10 products for your body, you have like 100 pairs of shoes. It almost beats the logic of things. It's like collecting things right now or being able to purchase the most expensive things, even if it's something that you actually don't need, is what is the measure of being a rich person. If we're chasing something that we actually don't want, but we're only being pushed to want it by an aesthetic that is being pushed by whoever it is, then are we actually going to be happy? No, we're not going to be happy. And that's why so many people right now are so miserable because, okay, you are going to push for these things, you're going to work hard for these things, and you will get them, right? But then because this is actually not the thing that you want, it's not going to make you happy. You're a family person. You want to have a wife and children. Maybe if you're a lady, you want to have a husband, you want to have kids. But right now, I know what's being pushed is being child free and single and beautiful and not having any stress living alone. You will push for that and get the approval of every single person or feel good because you're doing the cool thing at the moment. But then are you actually going to be happy? Of course not. Because you're going to get all these things, you're going to do the right thing that is being pushed as the way or the path to success. And then you're going to get there and wonder, why am I so empty? Why am I feeling so miserable? Yet I have so many cars in my parking lot. I have a very, very big house. I have a beach house. I have a penthouse. You have all amassed all of these things. You have been able to achieve every single thing that they said is actually success, but then you're actually not so happy. The only way that we're going to be happy is when we actually work hard for the things that we want. So, for example, you want to be a rich business person, you want to own your own business, you want to create employment, and that's your thing. That's your greatest dream since you were a baby. Go for it. It's actually going to make you happy once you achieve it. But if you're this person who just wants a simple life, you don't want so much to follow the conventional way of things, or you just want things in a way that's not exactly what everybody else's definition of success. You just want a quiet life, to be able to afford to take care of your family, to afford to take care of yourself, and that is what life means to you, then go ahead and achieve that. Don't feel that because you only have this peaceful life with the little things in your family, that that's not okay, and what everybody else has out there is what's actually being happy or living life or being successful. Everybody should just chase the thing that actually lights them up, the thing that actually makes them happy, instead of chasing this thing that's actually being pushed to us. And of course, social media has a big part to play in this. The things we did not know are necessary until we saw somebody on the screen saying that they could not live without it, and then we got to know it like, yeah, we cannot, I cannot live without this thing. But before that, you were 100% okay. What does that mean? That there are good things, of course, that we've been able to learn through this whole phase and being introduced to it by other people. But in an age right now where everything has been made available to us, including things that are not necessary, it is very important for you to be wise enough to know how to choose. Is this good for me? Okay, yes, everybody else thinks this is a good thing, but is this good for me? Wait, forget about it being good for you. You also have to think, do I actually want this thing? Okay, everybody thinks it's a cool thing to have, but do I actually care about wanting it? Because the things that other people are crazy about that I'm never going to understand. But that's the thing. So me getting it just because they're hyping it, it's not going to make sense at all because it's not going to make me happy. All of this just to say, it's very important that you ask yourself, do I actually want what I want because I want it? Or is it because people are pushing for it? And constantly keep asking yourself, is this good for me? Yes, this has been made available to me and I can actually go ahead and get it, but do I actually want it? Do I actually even need this thing? And most importantly, find out exactly what you want out of life, what makes life worth living for you. The one thing that once you achieve makes life worth living for you, and just chase that. Forget about what everybody else thinks is the it thing, and just chase what makes you happy, because that way you're actually going to live a life of fulfillment. And I think fulfillment is the keyword here. Success, everybody has a different version of success. But at the end of the day, what actually matters to you, what is actually meant for you, is what's going to give you fulfillment, not what everybody else is pushing out there.